So he won the kickboxing title, and Bill's the only man ever to remain undefeated in the world of kickboxing. He is really pretty much a living legend. And when he first came along, every karate magazine had a picture of Bill Wallace in it, Superfoot Bill Wallace. And we were in college. My roommate we were both taking karate at college. My roommate was a Bill Wallace fanatic. So we'd read the magazines, we'd go to the lobby, push the chairs back, and just beat it. I was joking. So my roommate would kick with his left leg, and I just tried to back this and throw second. So we came to the day that Bill Wallace was going to fight in the Battle of Atlanta. He was going to fight Joe Porter. He challenged him for the title. We're going to get to see the man in action. So we're in college, get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, we're doing a road trip to Atlanta. The fight was 8 o'clock at night, so we want to make sure we got there in time, got a good seat. So we go down into battles that day. That nighttime, Bill comes out, he's bouncing around. And at that time, they didn't fight him. I mean, they fought on a raised platform. And everybody, Bill was going like, let's pull for Joe. But Joe had enough guts to get in the ring with Bill. And like I said, he was the man at the time. So I'm going, all right, I'm going to pull for Joe, but I want Bill to win. So they come out and they say, go. Bill comes out. I don't know if Bill comes out and side kicks him in the face. Now, dot round kicked him on his headgear, not hook kick behind, side kicked the man in his face. And I was going, come on, Joe. And then I went, oh no, Joe. And Bill just, he just like, as you'll see him do tonight, beat him to death. So Bill stayed around. So I'd go to tournaments, and the people that were training me at the time, keep my time, my gym were friends of Bill, so I'd go along, tag along with them. They would talk to him, and I kind of sit there with my ear. So I trained real hard. And the first tournament I went to, right in Connecticut, at a naval base. You probably don't even remember that. Yeah. So I fight my way down to the finals. And I step into the finals, I'm fighting a guy from New York. And over there in his corner is Bill Wallace, coaching that guy. You can imagine what I felt. I went, oh, okay. So after the tournament, after I won the tournament, oh yes, Bill comes up and he goes, how Bill Wallace, you fought good today? And I thought, that's pretty cool. So after that, we've been talking. I brought him in for some cleans, everything, and to this day, he's like the man in karate. The only drawback Bill Wallace has, it took him 3 years to remember that I'm from South Carolina, not North Carolina. I go to tournaments, Bill goes, how's North Carolina? I go, I don't know, Bill, I'm from South Carolina. Is there a dream of North Carolina? But this is Anderson, South Carolina. MKK, but where do I fly to? Greenville, South Carolina. Thank you very much, Greenville. Greenville. Retained status as a living legend. It gets no better than this. So let's use our time tonight. You can ask him questions, unless you're Georgia. You can ask him questions about things, work on it. He has geared this whole thing for fighting with kicks, not just working, fighting with kicks. And those you think for extra time at the end, we're going to work on contact fighting now. Okay? The legend, Bill Wallace.
We're standing here, we're fighting. Front leg around us, keep it up. Why didn't it work? Well, hold it now. You can walk up to somebody that's never had a martial art lesson before in his life. He slides up to do something to you, no matter what it is, chances are, what will you do? Back out of the way. Why? Because it's the safest thing to do. So if he kicks at me, I just get out of the way. So what's the next thing he does? He takes a big step. I get out of the way again. Next time he does it again, boom, wham. I punch him in the mouth and he falls down and I win. Because you talked him into doing that. As a kicker, the last thing I want to do is chase this guy. I mean, we've all done this, right? He comes charging, I go, he runs dead into it, right? We've all done it, I've done it tons of times. What I want you to think about now is kicking without really moving forward. Covering the distance, but the upper body not moving forward. Take a stance if you want. So he's right there. So I'm bouncing right here. Now, why am I bouncing?
Get your muscles loose.
What are the reasons?
To hide the movement.
What's he waiting for me to do?
To move.
What's he to move? He's waiting for me to move. I'm gonna grab this. If I'm doing this right here, then all of a sudden, whoop, the kick happens. So it's just right here, bouncing what I'm doing, and the kick is there. Did I come forward? Yes, I did, about that much. Watch. I'm right here. If I kick from here, I have to lean back to kick. But if I'm bouncing, the head stays where it is, right? And I go.
I'm watching it.
The head stays where it is. Closer. Not that much. Which is when I step.
That's as far as it goes.
It's about the same distance. But now I don't give it away. The target is the belt. Why?
Easy.
Because in most competitions, that's as low as I can kick. Self-defense, I can take it to the groin. Muay Thai, you can take it in the leg, whatever it is. But right now, just to the belt, to get this movement down. Because he's right here, just nice and easy. Boom. 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 Wham. Nice and simple. You'll throw 10 of them in a row. 1. Nice and simple, moving around. 2. Nice and simple. Every time the belt. Every time the belt. Don't do this, trust me. Where did I say? Some of you will do this. Okay. Wallace said kick the belt. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. We had great hand-eye coordination. All of you can put your hand exactly where you want to put it, can't you? But then when you start kicking, you do this, you go. You will, you watch. But if you just start doing this, I can start this far away, and they bounce in. There's the kick. Just nice and easy. The other. Every time, 10, I'll throw 10 at him in a row, then he'll throw 10 at me in a row. Then we'll play with it, okay? Get your partner. The sport this afternoon, use your best leg. You know, use your best leg because we don't have time to play with both of them. But watch, lady, you help me. Put your hand. She's right there. It's just a touch. Why? Because I don't want to throw it hard. All I want to do is touch you block this, okay? So I'm going to throw this, you're going to block it, okay? Oh, come on. Okay, ready? They're going to block it now. Ready? Oh, yeah. Almost. Ready? See, it's just right there. But see, it's just a touch. You're not trying to slam it in there. Because if you slam it in there, what happens? Number 1, you tell your opponent you're coming, because you're one of those things. And number 2, you get it countered. It's his turn. Sparring is no fun when it's the other guy's turn. Sparring is only fun when it's my turn. That's why I quit. After a while, it started being the other guy's turn after a while. Look, remember what I talked about over here? She kicks at me. Good. Do it again. Good. Now do it again. Boom. Watch your head when it comes forward. She kicks. See how the head comes forward? And I go boom, she runs right into it. If she's left side forward, I do the same thing. Watch my head. Tell me when my head comes forward. It doesn't come forward at all, right? So if it doesn't come forward at all, what's the only thing she has to react to?
That kick.
The leg. If her hand is right here, and I bring this way, you block this. Ready? Right there. When I kick, you block it. Ready? Because it only travels that far. Ready? See, it only travels that far. So if she's going to block it now, and I'm here, and I'm going, ready? This is your knee. Front leg is not a strong kick. It's quick, it's snappy, but it's not strong. So use it like that. Don't try to be big and strong. I can't be as big and strong as he is. But maybe I'm a little quicker and I get him to walk into something. Okay? So be quick with it. Go ahead.